Okay, Steve Velocity here, and I just wanted to give you a final tour. Well, probably not a final tour. You'll probably see another video on this after the painting, and maybe then as some of the rock and sand is put in, and possibly when the chickens come in September. At this particular moment though, we finished the very front. We built it up a little bit so we could get a good pitch on the corrugated roofing. I don't know if you can see it from here, but we have the green roofing starting here across there, so that as you look in, it's shaded. There's a place where the sun is not going to overwhelm the chickens. Then you can see where we transition here to the clear all the way down there. And of course, you got the skylight effect. We went ahead and used, you can see right here, this is, I think it was 8-foot 1x6s. They were, I think, the dog-eared fencing material, very lightweight, but he gave us a framework to be able to put the corrugated material in there, the roofing, and just a couple of pieces of wood that are just there to support the structure in the middle. And we got it set up so that if the rain comes, it's going to drain out. Now we got all of this roofing material. Every bit of this roofing material, the corrugated plastic, we got, I think, 50 to 70% off because it had little defects, little bends here and there, little imperfections. But all this is for here is not to keep rain from coming into the chicken run itself. It's to keep all of the bird droppings and the different things that can actually get into the bloodstream of the chickens and then enter the food chain downline. And so it'll make the chickens sick, and obviously we don't want to eat bad eggs. We don't want them to get sick either. Now you can look, see if I can come back far enough. I don't know if you can see it or not, but everything's not perfectly level there, so we had to do a couple things to make sure that it drained properly. You can look at the back there. What we had a special challenge we had to overcome, and that was we needed the pitch on the front to coincide with the pitch on the chicken coop itself. And this plastic stuff really works great. I mean, it's really not perfect, but it is a chicken coop, chicken run combination, and so it's moldable and it works for us. So I think all in all, so far, my wife is saying we spent about $300 on this entire thing. Now if you look at what we spent it on, mostly it was fasteners. Every time you buy the corrugated roof panel fasteners, they're $10 a pop. We probably, let's see, 1.5, 2.5, so we probably went 2.5 of those, and we used all exterior screws. Those are $8.64 a pop, and you get less if you're doing 3-inch screws. If you're doing 2 inches, you get a little bit more, but they're still the same price. And 1.25-inch screws is what we used, and they're pretty much the same price. You just get more for your money with the small ones. So for all intents and purposes, what we have here is, let's see what's left to do. My wife is going to go ahead and paint, so next time you see it, you're going to see everything probably a uniform white. That could change, depends on what she wants to do. She may or may not do this cedar. She's kind of got to the point where she wants to take this wood right here and she wants to put it up against the back during the winter, possibly even before then, and she wants it to just naturally weather. So if that naturally weathers in the back, then she's going to want the front to have something that sort of balances out with that. So see, the painting is going to get done. All the predator proofing is now done. We still have two things left to build for this, very simple things. One is the board which the chickens use to climb up into their coop, and the other thing that we need to build is the chicken roost. And so she hasn't locked on to a design yet as far as that goes. As far as the amount of work that I personally have to do on this, other than, you know, honeydews and helping out here and there, I think all the hard stuff is done. We have definitely paid up front. That's where, when you're building these things, you're definitely going to spend time and effort, and it's probably going to be more time and effort than you expected, and probably a little bit more money. If we'd had somebody build this for us, we know it would have cost a pretty penny. So at this point, we think it has charm. And as we kind of look around, I'll just do a panorama of our yard here. You see we have a lot of space. Now she's got a plan for all this. I think in this middle section here is going to be our raised bed gardens. She plans on making some kind of a walkway from the back door there all the way over to here. And then we had one of our subscribers, only 5 that we actually have now, but one of them suggested we put a bench out here so we could see the chickens and sit at a bench. And I think her name is Garden Girl Garden. She's from the United Kingdom, and so my wife loves that idea, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So it was a great idea. And so we got room for other stuff too. We got plans for it. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. And if you like it, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. And if this is your first time viewing and you want to subscribe, please do. We're not really trying to compete with all the big boys out there and big girls. All we want to do is just have fun and post what we're doing online. We're not into the monetization of, you know, earning money and stuff like that, or getting advertisers. Of course, if you want to send us some free tools, we won't say no. So, anyway, I know I'm full of it. Hey, you guys have a great day, and Steve Velocity is out.